On October 15th at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, Bernard the Executioner Hopkins will defend his title against former champion Bad Chad Dawson. Believe it or not. Believe it, because Hopkins is a legend and the world light heavyweight champion. Or not, because Dawson is the former champion and the real deal. Long considered one of the top fighters in the sport. At 30-1 with 17 knockouts, the 29-year-old New Haven, Connecticut native is an impressive 7-1 in world title fights.
Chad Dawson, right now, he's the biggest threat to Bernard Hopkins in the light heavyweight division.
I'm a slick southpaw, tall, aggressive. I'm more like a surgeon. I like to dissect my opponents and break them down, mostly off the jab.
He's young, he's a former champion, and some say he was on his way to defend his title before the headbutt with Jean Pascal.
Stop! In August 2010, Dawson lost his heavyweight title to Pascal, the same fighter Hopkins had a draw with last December and then defeated in May.
The whole fight, I probably got hit maybe 5 or 6 times. And as you can see, in the 11th round, I was on my way to a knockout victory, and the headbutt happened. Can't cry over that. It's over. It happened. It's in the past, and I'm just looking on moving forward. I went undefeated for 10 years, took my first loss. I didn't cry. I didn't go to the media and complain like Bernard did in the first Pascal fight. I didn't do any of those things. I just took my loss like a man. I was a champion, now I'm not a champion. I'm on my way back to being a champion.
A determined and focused Dawson has a game plan in place to reclaim his championship when he takes on the legendary Bernard Hopkins on October 15th.
We think the jab is going to be the key to this victory. Well, we don't think we know it is. We don't think Bernard will be able to deal with a tall, slick southpaw with a mean jab. Coming around to becoming the fighter everybody wants to see.
Dawson's recent clear-cut win over Adrian Diaconou in May put him in line to reclaim the world title. Now, after years of calling out for Hopkins, even claiming he was being ducked, Dawson will get his shot at Hopkins in the biggest fight of his life.
Honestly, I don't think Bernard wants to fight. I think this is a fight that he had to take. There's no way around it. He's in there with the bad man, and that's it. That's it. I want to thank Bernard for finally taking the fight. October 15th, I'm going in. I'm not going in for a decision. I'm going in for a knockout.
I think if Chad Dawson wins, it establishes him as one of the marquee fighters of today.
And I just want to show everybody that I deserve to be in the position that I'm in.
Still, for Dawson, it's a question of respect.
I watched Bernard do a lot of interviews. He never once said my name. I couldn't believe it. He goes around it, oh, you're Chad Dawson, okay, he's a good fighter, but I want to fight Butte. I want Cunningham. I want this guy. Like, he's already setting up fights for after this fight. There won't be any fights after this fight. This is retirement. Seriously, this is retirement.
On October 15th, the war of words will be joined by a war of fists. Bernard Hopkins versus Chad Dawson. Believe it or not.